In the previous video, we compared Pi's vision of a simple social economy with Ethereum's vision of a complex world computer. We highlighted Ethereum's strengths, but also pointed out its critical weaknesses: high fees and slow transaction speeds. For years, countless projects have claimed they would solve these problems, bearing the title Ethereum Killer. Very few projects have come close to that, or sparked as much controversy as the blockchain built for lightning speed. Solana. Solana promised the world thousands of transactions per second, near zero fees, and a scalable platform for the next generation of Web3. But that speed comes at a price. Today, we staged the third showdown in the mini-series, Pi versus the World. It is a battle between two projects pursuing mass adoption dreams through two completely different paths. Can Pi's slow and steady, community-first approach compete with Solana's venture capital-backed, speed-obsessed growth strategy? In the next 30 minutes, we will decode the battle between speed and accessibility. This is Pi versus Solana, Part 1. Identity, the VC. Darling versus the community movement. To understand these two projects, you first have to understand where their money and ideas come from. Solana, the venture capital darling. Solana was born in the heart of the tech startup world. It was founded by Anatoly Yakovenko, a former top engineer at Qualcomm. From day one, it was backed by some of the largest and most powerful venture capital (VC) funds in Silicon Valley and the crypto space. Their strategy is blitzscaling: grow as fast as possible, dominate the market, and worry about problems later. Solana is built for developers and high-frequency traders, aiming to become the NASDAQ of blockchains. Pi Network, the grassroots social movement. As we discussed, Pi was born in the lecture halls of Stanford University with an academic, socially prioritized approach. It is famous for not taking a single venture capital dollar. Its growth is entirely organic, spreading person to person through a referral system. It is funded by the community through optional ads, and its core team. Pi is built for everyday, non-technical users, aiming to become the Facebook of crypto. Analysis. This is the most fundamental difference. Solana is a product of a top-down, hyper-capitalist Silicon Valley model. Pi is a product of a bottom-up, academic social movement model. This difference in DNA determines every decision they make. Part 2. Technology. Proof of history versus SCP. Both projects prioritize speed, but they achieve it in completely different ways. Solana's engine, proof of history, POH. This is Solana's secret sauce. To simplify a very complex idea, proof of history is not a consensus mechanism. It is a cryptographic clock. Imagine a production line where every part is stamped with an undeniable, verifiable timestamp before assembly. This makes the assembly process extremely fast because you don't have to spend time figuring out the order. POH does this for transactions. It timestamps them in a verifiable sequence, which then allows Solana's proof-of-stake consensus mechanism to process them at lightning speed. Advantages: incredible speed, up to 65,000 transactions per second theoretically, and near zero fees. Disadvantages: the hardware required to become a validator is extremely expensive, meaning only a small number of entities can participate. This leads to centralization. And as we all know, this complex system has led to multiple major network outages where the entire blockchain stopped working for hours. Pi's engine, Stellar Consensus Protocol, SCP. As we learned from video number 3, Pi uses SCP, a voting system. Advantages: it is fast, though not as fast as Solana, energy efficient, and requires low hardware specs for nodes. Disadvantages: its security and decentralization depend on a different trust model, which also carries centralization risks. Analysis: this is again a story of trade-offs. Solana achieves unprecedented speed, but sacrifices decentralization due to high validator costs and stability due to outages. Pi achieves accessibility due to low node costs, but sacrifices Solana's raw performance and operates on a different trust model. Both choose speed over Bitcoin's purely decentralized but slow approach, but take different paths to get there. Part 3. Ecosystem and Use Cases. DeFi NFTs versus P2P Commerce. Their different technologies attract different types of builders and users. Solana's ecosystem, the high-speed casino. Solana is built for high-frequency activity. NFTs. In the previous bull run, Solana became the second-largest blockchain for NFTs, known for low minting fees and vibrant marketplaces like Magic Eden. DeFi. It is home to a rapidly growing DeFi ecosystem with projects focused on high-speed trading. Use cases. This is an ecosystem for traders, collectors, and crypto gamers who demand speed above all else. Pi's ecosystem, the nascent barter economy. As we analyzed in video number 5, Pi is trying to build a different kind of economy. Utility. The focus is on peer-to-peer commerce and services. Buy a physical product on Pi Chain Mall or hire a freelancer on Workforce Pool. Use cases. This is an ecosystem for ordinary people to conduct simple transactions, not for high-frequency decentralized finance. Analysis. Solana's ecosystem is designed for financial and digital speculation. Pi's ecosystem is designed for real-world utility and commerce. One is built for traders, the other for spenders. Part 4. The centralization dilemma, a common criticism. Here is where our two projects, despite different origins, find themselves in the same awkward position. Both have faced significant criticism for being too centralized. Solana's centralization issues. High validator costs. The expensive hardware needed to be a validator means far fewer entities secure the network compared to Ethereum. Solana Foundation. This fund has significant influence over the network's development and token supply. Coordinated restart. The network has paused and required a coordinated restart by its validators, widely seen as a clear sign of centralization. Pi Network's centralization issues. Core team. As discussed in video number 6, the project is run by a private, for-profit company with ultimate control over the source code. KYC process. A centralized, opaque process decides who can and cannot join the mainnet. Closed mainnet. The firewall itself is the ultimate form of centralized control. Analysis. This is the great paradox. In their shared quest for mass adoption and scalability, both Solana and Pi have made compromises sacrificing the pure decentralization that Bitcoin maximalists hold sacred. They represent two different paths leading to the same compromise. So, what is our verdict? In the battle between speed and accessibility? Solana and Pi are two fascinating case studies of the trade-offs necessary to achieve large scale. Solana is a VC-funded rocket ship. It is built for speed, targeting professional crypto users, and has achieved a significant ecosystem, albeit unstable. But that speed comes at the cost of stability and decentralization. Pi is a grassroots social movement. It is built for accessibility, targeting ordinary people, and has achieved a massive user base. But that accessibility comes at the cost of slow growth and significant centralization. One is an extremely fast cheetah that sometimes stumbles. The other is an extremely slow turtle that has accumulated a massive shell, the community. It is unclear which, if either, will win the race. We have compared Pi to giants. But what about projects that share its DNA? Projects focused on identity and UBI, Universal Basic Income. In the next Pi versus the World showdown, we will investigate the most controversial and timely comparison. A project with a huge user base, a unique identity solution, and a controversial founder. Next time, we will decode Pi versus WorldCoin. Subscribe so you don't miss it.